Hello, welcome to Uncle Bob's Woodshop. Today I'm going to give you a brief tour of the shop now that it's all clean and of some of the updates I've done over the winter. The shop is about 3 years old, and this past spring we insulated it and put the pegboard up inside and finished off the inside so that I could make it workable for the winter when it gets cold out. A little bit about why I called my business Uncle Bob's Wood Shop. My uncle was very devoted to woodworking. It was a great passion of his. Unfortunately, we lost him at 33 years old. He served our country in the Vietnam War and came in contact with Agent Orange, which ultimately led to his passing. So when I made this shop, I said, this is going to be in tribute to him, and I do believe I get a lot of inspiration from him on a lot of projects that I do. In future videos, I'll show you some of the projects I've made. But today I just want to give you a general overview of the shop and let you know that it can be done for all you guys out there that have limited space. This is only a 10-foot by 14-foot shop. And it is very tight in here. But yet I can still do things. And as you'll see when I show you my equipment, the key to working in a small area is having everything built on wheels. That way you can move things around wherever you want to. So now we're going to go on a tour of the shop. So we're going to start in the corner here where I have my ladder, which I don't like to use because I don't like going up and down ladders. Panel box, chisels, circular saw. You'll take notice as we go out throughout this video, I'm a huge Milwaukee fan. If I need a tool and I can afford it, I buy the Milwaukee. Although since they put a new Harbor Freight within 2 miles of my home, I am becoming a Harbor Freight junkie as well. And their stuff, be it low priced, it's not Milwaukee quality, but it does the job. So one of the big things I'm very proud of is this brand new workbench. Just finished it. It's a 3-foot by 6-foot workbench, and a little personalized feature that I did all on my own. It's also got a router. It doubles as a router table. I have my router, which is of course a Milwaukee, bolted to the inside of, underside rather, of the table. And down here you have a shelf where I keep all my sanders, and the drawer that I built into it where I store all my sandpaper. My drill press, which is not bolted to the table so I can move it anywhere I want to. One of the old patterns of a set of dog dishes I just made for my parents for their new dog that they adopted, a little Bobo, a little 3-year-old beagle. Some of my shorts, my falls. Seems like I can't throw anything away, but then it gets to the point where it starts falling and hitting you in the head and you have to get rid of it. But there's my longer pieces of lumber. And I do want to give a shout out to Phil at Maple Street Hardwoods in Hellertown, Pennsylvania. He seems to be my go-to guy for a lot of my lumber. There's a piece of dark walnut that I just picked up from him this morning, laying there. Then you have some clamps and some squares and some crowbars and push sticks and levels and all kinds of stuff. Then you have my table saw, which folds up very nicely and goes into the corner. And you have my joiner, which again is on its own table. Then you have my planer, which came from Harbor Freight and works very nicely. Does a very good job. I'd put that up against any planer anywhere, any day. Again, on wheels. My circular oscillating spindle sander for getting in those tight pieces, also on wheels. My heat for my shop, it's a little electric oil filled radiant heater. It's my cabinet where I store my hardware and stuff. Up there is some more storage, some more projects in process. This is my best friend Danny's 14-inch rigid bandsaw that he loaned to me about a year ago or more, and it's found a new home. Hopefully it stays here if we can work something out. You hear that, Danny? LOL. More clamps. My scroll saw. Shop vac number 1. Shop vac number 2. That's my dust collection system. My miter saw. More tools. There's my air nailer that I used to actually build this shed. Some smaller nailers. My air system, which is a 20-gallon Cobalt air compressor, upright. Goes up into my nice air hose reel. So whenever I need to use air, I just grab a hold of that, pull the hose out, and go wherever I want to go. I can 50 feet away with that. It sure beats the old way of having to untangle the hose every time you need it and then reel it back up. So the hose is hanging on the wall and will probably hang there forever. Some more tools. Fire extinguisher, gotta have that. You never know. Hopefully I never have to use it, but most important thing in the shop, tribute to my Lord and Savior. And again, we are in good old Bethlehem, PA, the Christmas city. Charging station for my batteries for my Milwaukee tools. My workbench, or my toolbox, where I store my tools and ratchets and wrenches and things like that I don't use all the time. My working stool, one of two, and my digital thermometer, which is Bluetooth, and I can sit in the house as long as I'm 200 feet away from the shop. I can tell how warm or cold it is in the shop. Again, the shop is lit with LED lights, and the walls are insulated, and then my insulation is 1-inch foam on the ceiling, all sealed up nice and tight. So that's the tour of the shop. I'm going to set the camera back down. So that's Uncle Bob's Wood Shop. If you like what you see and you're interested to see what I create this year, we're getting into now what I call the production season, where things will be getting made and starting to fill up the inventory for when we do some craft shows. That season's right around the corner, and gotta get cracking, gotta start making some things. I am waiting for a pattern to come in from my router. It's actually a dog's paw, and what I'll do with that dog's paw is I'll do some glue ups, I'll do some cutting boards, or I'll do some glue ups of some walnut to make it wider, and then cut it on the bandsaw and bring it over to the router where I have flush cut bits where I'll go around with the template and trim it all out real nice, sand it down smooth, and sell those. Now, any of those paws that I sell, the proceeds from those sales are getting donated to Red Rock Rescue in Walnutport, Pennsylvania. They are the rescue that we rescued our wonderful little 4-year-old Abby from. She's a Australian cattle dog beagle mix, and the love of my life, next to my wife, of course. And she is just an awesome dog. And Heather B at Red Rock is an awesome person. She runs a great organization, and I want to help her out as much as I can as well. Do a lot of work in here also, fixing furniture, things of that nature. You name it, I get into it. Sometimes if there's something I can't do, I'll find somebody that can do it, and they'll come and help me, or I'll go and help them, vice versa. I had a lot of help building this shed, and I'm very thankful to all the people that contributed. So if you like my channel, what you see today, subscribe, and there'll be a lot more videos as I create things, and videos of me using the router, videos of me using the planer, the joiner, all kinds of stuff. So if you're new to woodworking, no better guy to watch than me. I'm sure I'll show you how not to do things as well as how to do things. Like I said, I'm not saying I'm the best by far, because I'm still learning. I got a lot of learning. You learn every day of your life. But like I said, if you like what you see, subscribe and stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. God bless.